I mean, I think there would still be the students that would choose to take it and choose to send it into some school, like more Ivy League schools, and try to get more scholarship stuff. But I mean, other than that, I think most kids would probably opt out of it.
Some of what we do with our testing, with the PSAT in particular, College Board provides what they call an AP potential. So there are some things that come out of those tests that you take that aren't the ACT or the SAT necessarily, that are meant to help schools and individual faculty teach better, or to identify students who may or may not be suited for an advanced course and that kind of stuff. Do you think that LCA right now is doing a good job of using the information that we get from those scores? Not the ones that are going to get you into college, but some of those 9th grade PSAT, 10th grade PSAT. Do you think that we're doing a good job using that information to help students pick courses and develop our curriculum? Or is that something we can do better?
I think somewhat, yes, those tests did help me to understand which classes I would be most suitable for in high school. But also, as a student, I have heard a lot of kids on those days be like, oh, like, I don't care, I'm just gonna get through it and sleep. Honestly, like, more so than not. So I think if they were told more like, this is gonna be more important for your future than you think, or something to make them try on the test, because I don't think we were ever really, like, we knew that maybe we could be get like a scholarship out of it, I guess, for the like
National
PSAT,
merit.
yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't think a lot of students take those seriously.
Yeah. Personally, I did not. So.
Yeah, I didn't either.
And do you think that was because we maybe didn't do a good enough job of saying, hey, here are some of the ways we're going to use this information?
Yeah, I didn't really understand why. So I kind of just.
It's the middle of October, and that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we've talked about parents' feelings, we talked about students' feelings. What do you think teachers' feelings are in general of standardized tests?
We couldn't find that much information on what the teachers feel, because unless it's like the state achievement test, they don't really, as I found, didn't really like have an opinion on it, because they're not the one paying for it, and they're not the one using it to get into college. So I don't think they really had as much of a stance on the topic.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Landis, go ahead.
I think it just differs on the teacher, really, because like some teachers might care a lot about their students and where they go to college, such as LCA. They really invest a lot of time in their students, but whereas a public school, they might not care at all. So I think it just depends on the teacher.
I was going to say, you see 6 to 7 teachers every day. How do you think they feel about the SAT in your dealing? I mean, you've been here for a number of years now. How do you think your teachers feel at LCA about standardized testing? I know you don't have research. There's no published research, but
Yeah. I think that the LCA teachers care if it matters to the student, because they want to help as much as they can.
They're more compassionate
Mhm.
about what we would use it for.
So what are your individual thoughts? Do you think we should keep it? Do you think we should be like, GPA is great?
I mean, I think it should be an optional thing.
Yeah, I've taken it 7 times, and yeah, I'm really sick of it. So, yeah, I definitely don't think that it should be used as strictly. Like, I still think that it does somewhat represent your intelligence, just a little bit though, not in the ways that society has made it seem at all, and a lot of the stress needs to be taken away from it, for sure.
Yeah, I think that it is because I know that I can get into a good school and ACT or SAT and still bring a lot to that school, and my intelligence and work ethic, and I don't think a standard test should reflect how well you can work at something, so.
Do you think we as a school applaud and reward individual students' work ethic enough? I mean, a student could have a great work ethic and make B's and C's. Do we as a school here, do we applaud that enough?
Yes, I don't think so. I think that the school really just looks at the GPA, and like I think that the rewards, like you know how we get awards sometimes for having like 3.5 if you're in a sport or something, but I don't think that truly measures like their work ethic. I think that you can still work very hard and not have good grades, but also but like I don't know, it's just different for each student. I think.
So we were talking about getting rid of or making optional the ACT and SAT. Should we do the same thing for AP testing?
No.
Why not?
I think AP tests are a good representation of how well you did in that course and what you learned from it. So if the student is getting a 3, 4, 5 on it, then that probably represents that they spent pretty good time in that class and did learn from it, so they should be rewarded because it is a college level class. So they should get to opt out of that in college.
Is that still happening?
Yes, it is. Some schools though are more looking for a 4 or 5, or some even a 5, but a school like UK will take a 3, 4, or 5, so.
I think that is the trend, though, that those scores have to be that 4 or 5. Because at the end of the day, the college still wants you to pay the tuition to take the 3-hour class.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a really weird dynamic between AP scores and a school's bragging rights. You know, a high school wants to brag about great AP scores. Teachers do get rewarded in a lot of ways. Especially in a public school, they make it greater, you know, I don't know, reward's kind of a weird term. But anyway, you know, there's something to be said for that. But on the flip side, unfortunately, it's getting harder and harder. Colleges are not letting you waive those classes like they used to. Editorializing in the middle of it.
Ladies, anything else you want to share with us in our final moments? Anything we didn't ask?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I hear you saying this, you feel like the AP tests that you've taken here have been successful. They've helped you learn the material, the content that you needed to learn, but yet it emphasized, hey, use that on the test and be productive on the test. If that's the case, would it be good for those classes that are not AP courses to kind of still take the same approach?
Yes. Yeah, I think, because not all the students are taking AP classes and 3 or 4 AP classes, so I think that they should be tested over what they learn, because that would push them more to pay attention and focus and actually try the class, knowing that they're being tested on it.
Very good.
Thank you.